I'm poor.
P-O-R.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite show on the web, talking fantasy football. It is Fantasy Football Fiesta. I'm your host, Tarnell Mims. My Twitter is at ABO Alpha Supreme. Hashtag me at FF Fiesta or Fantasy Football Fiesta. You are now tuned in to us. Don't forget, we are the best fantasy football show on the internet with the word Fiesta on the title. I will go to my first co-host. He was naked a minute ago, but we forced him to get dressed for the public. Jason, introduce yourself for the people.
Yo, everybody, what up? Jason here. Haters over there. Off, list on. And they fucked me. That's okay. I'll get naked sometime in the show. Don't worry about it.
Oh, shit.
You can reach me at SDChargerFN96. That's my Twitter thing. And then you can pound us at FF Fiesta, footballfiesta.com. Fuck the Broncos. Let's go Chargers. Next.
I don't know what you're so mad about. It was another fantastic performance by the Broncos.
Chargers,
What?
you got it right. Okay.
Well, it was a decent performance by the Chargers.
That's
Sorry,
right.
I cut you up, Tarn.
Well, no, that's fine. That just segues right into you, Aaron. Our other co-host, introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, yeah, it's me. I am Aaron Dion. You can hit me on the Twitter at ABowlOfAaron. You can hashtag me. You can tweet me. You can Instagram me. I don't even quite know what that means. I'm your resident Bronco fan. Another fantastic game from the Broncos. I only got to see the first half because I went and watched Star Wars, but I assume that we finished it out just fine. Yeah, so good times. Denver's great. San Diego is doing okay. And, yeah, let's rock and roll. Fantasy football.
Oh, yeah. So here we are. Week 16. Championship week for the majority of you. A few of you out there still going to week 17. But here we are. Let's start the show off how we always do.
Is it championship week? That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Yeah, so let's start this show off. You have been following us all season long. We like to do a little drinky drink while we talk a little fantasy football ball.
That's what you do on a Tuesday.
What you do on a Tuesday, you drink. Now, I am, again, short on my tequila. I'm going to be tore up here soon. I need to get that.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Yeah, but it's okay. Because I have me some Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh, dainty.
2013. I'm all fancy this week.
Dainty like a motherfucker.
Malibu Rocky Oaks. It's all right. There's still, let's see, where's it at? There's like this much left in the bottle still.
All right. Well, just make sure it's gone by the end of the show, and we'll be rocking and rolling.
That is the plan, my friend. So let's all start off. We take shots here. We drink throughout the show for all various different reasons. You can drink with Team Aaron, Team Jason, or Team Tarnell, but let's take our introductory shot.
Let's do it.
Start the fiesta, motherfuckers.
Fiesta! Oh.
Goes down so smooth.
$1 billion.
That's good shit.
It is good shit. That's going down very smooth. My stomach's not full, so it's going to hit me harder. It's great. Absolutely
Nice.
beautiful. So, listen, what a year it's been. We're almost done here.
We're getting there.
To talk about stuff, and then a couple more weeks, and we're almost done.
It's our last week.
Well, we got one more to close it up. We're doing a show next week, right?
Fantasy football. Fantasy football.
Well, fantasy football, yeah, but we can do a couple of just regular football shows. I mean,
Of course.
Yeah, and there are technically some leagues that go to week 17, so we should probably at least do one to close out after week 17.
yeah, that's what I was kind of looking at doing that, and after that, I guess we're on vacation, so to speak.
Hiatus.
Yeah, hiatus. Oh, man.
Hiatus.
So what do you guys think of the whole OBJ Josh Norman situation? Did you guys see any of that?
I saw a little bit of it. I thought that Odell Beckham Jr. was fucking out of pocket. I don't know. He's a young guy. I think he got emotions got the best of him, and he started making some fucking stupid-ass moves on the field.
They're both young guys. And it was just. I watched the whole game. It was retarded.
Yeah, see, and I didn't see any of the clips of what may or may not have prompted the shit, but I saw the fucking hit that got him suspended.
Right.
And, that was just ridiculous.
Right.
And
All year long.
Go ahead.
All year long, the Panthers have brought a bat into the field when they're pre-game warm-ups.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Bat in, and they're doing this little whatever they do with it, showing off. Hey, defense is gonna put it in strong. Odell Beckham. I think one of the players had the bat walking across. Odell Beckham's talking some shit. Odell Beckham didn't like it, and it just started from there. They were talking, him and Josh Norman were talking shit right from the get-go of the game, and then it just kept going. And then Odell Beckham just took it too far. What did he do? He dropped the pass on the first couple plays of the game. He was pissed off there. Josh Norman was punking him. He got pissed off there, and then he just took offense to it. So every play, after the whistle, Odell Beckham would smack him in the head, headbutt him in the head. It was terrible. What a fucking idiot. I'm glad he's suspended.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it seemed like the right move. And like I was telling you, Tarnell, my fucking preseason prediction for him being the bust, I'm gonna go ahead and take ownership and call this what I was calling the whole year long. Told you.
I have problems with you saying that he was a bust because if you look at the numbers, he's
out for your Super Bowl. Just saying.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I don't know if that qualifies as a bust.
I don't know. We can get into the semantics of it, but
it qualifies as a fucking at the last moment. But I mean, most people who have Odell Beckham are close to that. You know what I mean? Are close to that spot. I mean, Odell Beckham probably got most people to the championship, or at least in the playoffs. So it's hard to call someone a bust that helped you get there. But my thing, I'm okay with the boys like getting rough and getting crazy, getting chippy, getting into it.
There's got to be a line though, and that was clearly past the line.
My only problem was the late hit. They turned out it was run play. The play was behind them. Josh Norman stopped, waved off. Excuse me, OBJ. He kept going. He came back. He's not looking. He's looking down at the play. It's over. And for him to spear him and earhole him in the side of the head when not looking, was a punk ass move. And that's why I'm glad he got suspended for that because that's something you don't do. Outside of that, everything else that went on, I'm kind of okay with. I mean, it's good to see people playing with a little bit of attitude and a little bit of chip and shoulder. Maybe some extracurricular stuff at the end, but nothing was really the deficit or detrimental to play outside of that one hit. And that one hit could have actually fucked Josh Norman up. That could have actually taken him out. Yeah. That was a dangerous move. And it's like, dude, you can't do that. I mean, allegedly they were like, I guess there were some homophobic slurs or whatever they said. There were some gay slurs thrown in his way at the beginning. Which, I mean, he's got to learn how to dust that stuff off because there's two things now that happen after this. They're
coming after him with any kind of verbal assaults that they can think of.
Now DBs know how to get at him, and they're going to start fucking with him. Plus, to know that he'll do dirty stuff is they're going to make sure they get to him first. Like no DB's going to sit there and take that kind of stuff from him. So now they're going to go after him and try and get in his head, and now he's got to respond differently than what he did. Like he can still be a chip, but he's got to learn how to keep it in check and just play his game. Because outside, okay, he had Bird on that pass, but he was irrelevant till like the end of the fourth quarter. So it's like Josh Norman for the most part for the time he was lined up was okay, but I mean, in general, Panthers defense kept him in check. But it's just one of those things where you can't sit there and let people get you that much to where you lose all your composure.
Yeah, for sure. You got to maintain. Do you think that Josh Norman was maybe saying that dude Aaron from that podcast, Final or Fantasy Football Fiesta, that dude was right the whole time? You are a bust, and that's what caused this to really go off?
Totally.
Not even close.
Totally.
I think that's probably what happened. I mean, I haven't heard either one of them, but I'm assuming that's probably what happened.
Well, let me go look at the numbers here. Hey, real quick, is my lower third backwards, or does it look fine?
No, you're good.
Okay, good. All right. Let me go look, because I was looking at his numbers for the year.
Oh, no, he's been a beast all year long. I'm not even denying that. I'm just, he was a ridiculous pick at the beginning of the year for me, saying that he was going to be a bust, and he's balled out like a motherfucker. But at the end of the year, if he totally shits the bed in your playoff game and then is suspended for your Super Bowl, maybe all of a sudden I'm right and you shouldn't have picked him to begin with.
Well, I don't know about that. Well, that's where you need a more complete team. You can't just rely on Odell Beckham. But I mean,
right. Well, yeah, obviously. I'm
mean,
just saying.
As far as from NFL.com managed points leagues with they're managing the points right now for the year. He's edged out Antonio Brown by half a point. He has 217.90 for the year. Antonio Brown's 217.40.
Yeah, he's been ridiculous. The guy's a legit talent. I honestly expected him to go the way of Victor Cruz and the other Steve Smith that we've all forgotten about now.
Right.
That was just kind of benefiting from a good system, and as soon as they got the spotlight, they were irrelevant.
Right.
But, I think that this dude is he's on a different level. So I was wrong.
He was like 4.4 points in week 1, 3.8 points in week 4. 3.5 in against Dallas on week 7, and those were the only sub double-digit points. Everything else was like 10, 13, 20s, 30s. I mean,
yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, he has been one of the best receivers that I've ever seen in a fantasy football season. Period. I mean, it's been good.
Yeah,
I was definitely wrong until week 15. Week 16 comes around, and all of a sudden, I'm a genius.
I wouldn't call him a bust. If you want to call him a liability, I would agree with you.
Yeah, well, we can argue semantics. I'm just saying I wasn't entirely wrong. That's all I'm saying. I was entirely wrong up until about a week ago.
Right. What's up with the so in Dallas, are we letting the Kellen Moore era begin, or what's going on with that?
I've never even heard of him. What are you talking about?
So they benched Matt Castle, and he wasn't doing well, had a pick or two, and then they threw in the rookie Kellen Moore to see what he could do. And I feel like maybe they made a mistake trying to get Matt Castle no longer. Maybe they should have put Kellen in more earlier. I think they were trying to finally see what they have in the rookie, but knowing that Mr. Romo is Mr. Glass from Unbreakable, I figure you might want to shore up the quarterback end of things. Because they really haven't done shit about quarterbacks at all. So it's interesting to see, because I was looking at some stats here. I was looking at just seeing where Matt Castle ended up as far as points. And I didn't see him, but I saw Kellen Moore, and I was like, who the hell is Kellen Moore? And I realized...
yeah, that's where I was. I think the entire world was like that up until about a week ago.
Yeah, because I didn't watch the actual game. So I was like, Kellen Moore? Who the hell is Kellen Moore? And then realizing, oh, snap, they pulled dude and put in the rookie. And I started realizing... I know it's hard because you try and balance things out, but when you've got somebody and there's this opportunity to showcase him or at least see what he's got or at least give that kid some experience, teams should do it. I think Pettin made a mistake in not letting Manziel go the whole season, or at least half the season. Now they're finishing with him, and we'll see how he does the rest of the year. But
now, weren't you on the other side of that when it was going on? Didn't you say that benching him was the right move?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because we do some drinking during this podcast, and I forget something.
I was totally right. I was totally on board with Manziel not being the dude, but now and upon further review, Manziel. I still think Manziel should have set the bench a little bit to get a little bit of experience, just to learn some stuff. I mean, just from a bystander, just to watch and see what's going on. But I think they could have started him earlier. Once they knew the season wasn't really going to be what they thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I think time to put Manziel in. I think they could have put him in a few weeks.
I'm talking about that benching during the bye week when he was partying in Austin or whatever it was. That was the one where I thought that they were making a mistake. I mean, obviously you don't want the kid doing that, but you made a major investment in this kid, and if he's your future, you're having a shitty season, put him in, find out what you got in the guy.
Yes, I agree with that, but my end of that is somebody needs to rein this kid in, and since there's no veteran player in there to do that, it's got to come from the coach, and he's got no other recourse except to make him ride the pine for a second. You know what I mean?
So, do you think that Cleveland goes after Peyton Manning next year?
No.
Who?
No.
Peyton Manning, he's the new Favre. Hashtag new Favre.
Favre.
Oh man, I don't see that whatsoever.
No, I don't really either. I honestly think Manning's going to end up in Houston next year. But I agree with you. I think that's what Cleveland is missing is that veteran leadership. They need a guy like they need a Ray Lewis or something. If you've got that young quarterback on one side of the ball, you need the defensive leader. You need the team leader. If not on the offensive side, definitely on the defensive side.
Yeah.
The Ray Lewis. You need the guy that he's the one that's making the cover of Madden if they come to your fucking headquarters looking to take pictures of somebody.
Right.
You don't want your rookie quarterback to be that guy, especially Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, are you serious? This is crazy.
No, I was totally kidding.
Now I'm just looking here. I still had the top wide receivers for the season. Allen Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars makes the top 5.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
He rounds out the top 5. It's interesting. I'm like, wow.
Hearns has to be pretty close to there too.
Who?
Hearns? Alan Hearns?
Hearns
He has
is
to be
like,
pretty close.
No, he's down. I think he's probably down around 10 to 15.
That's pretty good to have 2 in the top 15.
11, 12.
No, I'm not saying it's not, but
He's 13th,
yeah, there you go.
which is, yeah, pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's a bad place to be by any stretch, obviously.
Oh, no.
He's not there flirting at top 5 with his teammate.
Yeah, considering the amount of receivers that are out there, 13 is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
5 and 13 is good. Like you've got a decent receiving core if you're doing 5 and 13.
Right.
Yeah, D-Hop. Speaking of D-Hop is number 4. So it goes Beckham, Brown, Julio Jones, D-Hop, and Allen Robinson. And remember, Jason said D-Hop was top 5, and you thought he was crazy.
Crazy talk.
Yeah, I'll keep defending this only because they didn't have a fucking quarterback. Their quarterback situation has been ridiculous, but the guy, like,
they still don't have a quarterback.
The dude is absolutely fucking legit. You know, I'll put this out there right now. The guy is an amazing fucking receiver.
He is their security blanket. Like most teams,
yeah,
tight ends and security blanket. D-Hop is their security blanket. It doesn't matter who they throw in a quarterback. They have
the quarterback could just like go running backwards and throw it backwards over his head, and D-Hop's somehow finding a way to catch the ball. It's fucking ridiculous. The guy is amazing, but I didn't think he could perform at a top 5 level without a consistent, at least decent quarterback. And he's been through 3 or 4 quarterbacks there, and he's still in the top 4.
Because there was the Whedon is the third because you had sorry.
T.J. Yates.
Yeah, they had T.J. Yates. They started with Hoyer. They had
Hoyer, Mallett, Yates, and Whedon.
Yeah.
So he's been through 4 QBs, and he's performed regardless.
Yeah, and that's pretty unprecedented.
That's legit.
I mean, you know,
That's 100%.
Just imagine putting that, like I think I said it last week. Imagine putting that fucking guy in Pittsburgh or Green Bay or something. Holy shit!
Oh fuck. Good night. I think there's almost too much talent going on in Pittsburgh. I think he'd fit better in Green Bay, where it's like he.
Yeah, weird that you would think that.
I don't know why I would think that. No. But what I'm saying is, you already have Martavis.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big Green Bay Packers thing right behind your head there.
Oh
that
yeah.
We can see from home. So I'm calling bias.
No, here's my point. Nelson's down, right? So you lost your speed guy. Replace him. Suddenly, Jones, Cobb, and Devontae Adams are suddenly open and actually more productive because everyone's focusing on what D-Hop does. You know what I mean? Like they're missing the guy like Jordan Nelson. D-Hop would be the best.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, convenient that you would pick the Packers there.
Yeah, but Nelson and D-Hop on being the 1 and 2 would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
That would be nightmare.
I feel like we're all pretty much in agreement on that.
Yeah. Oh god damn, I'm loving that idea.
Yeah, well, go get him. He'll be super cheap in free agency, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we'll go back to my statement that never, ever, ever pay a wide receiver if you want to win a championship.
No. But as far as our wide receiver issues go, it solves that.
But you can sure draft 2 wide receivers back-to-back, first 2 picks, and go
that fucking works real good because you get those guys on the cheap and you get your Super Bowl title and you just let them go. They go off to the fucking Lions or the Browns or some shit, and they get their paycheck, and everybody's happy.
Yep. Speaking of happy, how do we all feel? I feel like Charles Woodson's going to be a first-round Hall of Famer there. Kind of
Oh,
glad.
yeah, no doubt.
That was a good, nice 18-year career. Won a ring. Could have won a ring with a better team, and
Could have, probably.
not have. Absolutely impossible for him to win a ring with a better team. And you know,
Technically, I think that kind of goes without saying for anybody that wins a Super Bowl ring, right? You win a Super Bowl. You win a Super Bowl ring. You couldn't have really done it with a better team because you got the best team for that year, right?
For that game.
necessarily. You know what I mean? I mean,
You talking about the Broncos in the year that they lost to the Seahawks? Then I'll agree with you.
I'm talking about the year the Giants beat the Patriots. Some
Oh
bullshit.
yeah, there was that. Hey,
That
has
was-
anybody
they're
gone
definitely not
back?
the best team.
Has anybody gone back and looked at that play with today's catch rules? Is that a catch by today's standards, or is that just
what
get-
the Dez Bryant thing?
No, it's still good. It's still
No,
good.
the fucking
I'm trying to think of the guy's
Tyreek.
name.
the helmet catch.
Why would it not be a catch?
I don't know. That thought just jumped into my head here with all the nonsense that's going on with catches. Has anybody gone back
He
and?
never lost control of it. He held
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was against his helmet, but he never touched the ground.
And you have to hold it all the way through the end of the play.
Yeah, there's no way that's not a
Yeah, and you got to take a few steps, and you got to put some postage on it. I guess it's good.
Somebody
Yeah.
could easily kicked it out of his friggin' hand, but they didn't.
So, speaking
Rodney Harrison was the one that
speaking
did.
of Super Bowls, how are we all looking there in fantasy? Anybody here in the championship this week? I don't know.
Damn
Oh,
right, baby. Damn right.
I haven't even looked because I'm just
You
like
lost. I
I'm
know.
bitter curmudgeon right now because f this whole thing. So who are you facing in the Super Bowl? Let's look right. Who are you facing in the Super Bowl?
Some Sullivan guy. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's just my buddy Turtle.
Nice. He's
Wait,
going
so
down.
did Turtle beat Sev? Wait, who played Sev?
Had to have been Turtle.
Yeah.
Oh
Let
man.
me go to the team.
Because Sev had Odell Beckham.
We should look at this matchup
what's
and tell
funny?
me what you guys think.
You know what's horrible is if Odell Beckham had the game he had this week, last week, I would have been in.
Yeah, he just took a little bit too long to shit the bed.
Only-
Yeah, I'm like, huh?
only-
Eventually, everybody I pick shits the bed.
You want to look at this matchup now, or you want to wait?
Or is Turtle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Turtle's what we call him, but yeah, James.
Rice. 140, huh? Oh, he had David Johnson. No wonder he ate Sev alive.
Yeah. How's your run defense?
That's where it is. He had David Johnson. I think Sev may have actually been ahead until that moment. David Johnson with 43.8 points. So that
God damn. I
Yeah.
didn't watch the game last night, but holy shit.
187 yards and 3 touchdowns. So David Johnson from the Cardinals. So
That's been one of those dudes that I've felt is buried a little bit too deep on the depth chart because Ellington and Chris Johnson have been doing so well. But
Right.
every time he's a little bit like what I've thought of James Starks, where he's got other guys ahead of him, but every time he gets his chance, he does all right. And
absolutely.
clearly he's doing all right.
I'm
'Cause he-
really worried. I'm really worried.
You should be.
I'm not. Although I don't like my running backs. So we'll
I'll
see.
trade you one of mine. I got plenty.
Yep.
All of my running backs started to perform, last half of the year. So as soon as it was too late to do me any good, everybody started doing just fine. I don't think I've lost a game in like 3 weeks in either league.
Well, let's see. I don't think Tom Brady's going to go off because he's at New York Jets, and the Jets, I think they'll play him tough.
And Breeze plays Jacksonville.
Is Breeze even playing?
Yeah, that's the
he
question.
played. Yeah, he has that plantar fasciitis, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
he
know.
had it last week too, and he just played through it.
Man, that's a tough fucking thing to play through. But If he's good to go, I guess.
Yeah, like 340 and 3 touchdowns. I'll take it.
He has Matt Forte going at Tampa Bay. You've got Doug Martin.
It's against each other.
All right, so that's a lot.
Yeah, that plantar fasciitis, it feels like stepping on glass every time you step down. It hurts so fucking bad. I had that once before.
Langford. He's got David Johnson. See, that's a game personally I'm so nervous about.
Yeah, well, you guys better stop him.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I hope.
Oh, that's what you were talking about, his run defense. Now I get it.
Yeah. Stay with
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, drink a little bit more.
Got Amari Cooper, go Larry Fitzgerald, Benjamin Watson, Jeremy Hill, Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Fuck, this D's gonna fucking light you up. Pittsburgh against Baltimore is gonna be fucking ridiculous. Brandon McManus. The Drew Brees, Doug Martin, Jeremy Langford. See, I don't know about heavy Langford there. What else you got besides Langford? That's the real issue.
I got Sean Drawn.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, read everything out like we can't see it because I'm not looking at these lineups. So.
I'm not, okay. He's got, so Turtle's got Tom Brady, Matt Forte, David Johnson, Amari Cooper, Larry Fitzgerald, Benjamin Watson, Jeremy Hill. Pittsburgh's defense of Brandon McManus. And that's Tom Brady at the Jets, Matt Forte at Tampa Bay, David Johnson at home against Green Bay, Amari Cooper at home against San Diego, Larry Fitzgerald at home against Green Bay, Benjamin Watson at home against Jacksonville, Jeremy Hill at Denver, Pittsburgh's defense.
Ooh, Jeremy Hill may be fucked.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Pittsburgh's defense at Baltimore, Brandon McManus at home against Cincinnati. Now, Jason has Drew Brees at home against Jacksonville. See, the thing you're lucky there is Jacksonville's defense is not that. They come through with some stuff, but they're not really that good. So
Their pass rush isn't going to be that good, I don't think.
Doug Martin at home against Chicago. Doug Martin, I think, is going to eat. Jeremy Langford, I don't know if he will because Matt Forte is there. Antonio Brown is going to eat regardless.
No, wait a minute. Jason has Jeremy Langford, but
Turtle has
Matt Forte. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
So, real quick before you keep going,
Yeah,
my waiver for my running backs, I have Christine Michael and then Kamar Aiken. So I'm trying to pick up Michael from Seattle. So we'll see if that
would
happens.
be
Now, how the fuck did he end up back in Seattle? I saw that this week.
because Rawls got hurt, and so was Marshawn Lynch. They needed somebody else. So
Dallas let him go?
yeah.
Is that what happened? I completely missed that. I read that and I was like, I
All I
thought I
know
went
is
through a
because
fucking time warp.
What's up?
I thought I went through a time warp because I read that and I was like, wait a minute, why is Seattle starting? What the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
Last I heard, he had just been picking up by, and obviously this was weeks and weeks ago, but he'd been picking up by the Cowboys.
right.
So I was waiting for him to break out there. But, all right.
Yeah, so Christine Michael is an option.
Finish out. Let's hear the end of Jason's lineup, though. I want to hear the end of it. So, where'd you leave off?
So Jeremy Langford at Tampa Bay, is on the road at Tampa Bay. So he's behind Matt Forte. So unless he gets a lot of catch out the backfield, I don't know how he's going to pull for you.
Yeah.
You have Antonio Brown at Baltimore. Antonio Brown should eat.
Yep.
Calvin Johnson at home against San Francisco. Calvin should eat.
Damn shame.
Jordan Reed at Philly. Fuck, that's going to be crazy because Philly's actually has a chance, and they're probably going to ball out. But, how you like that? Kirk Cousins may actually try and show his ass out a little bit. So Jordan Reed might still be a good person to lead.
Reed's on fire, man. He's on fire.
You also have Golden Tate, who caught 2 touchdowns Monday night. So Golden Tate in the flex against Jeremy Hill in the flex. Arizona's defense against Green Bay at home. See, that's where personally I'm so nervous about that game, man. Because at Arizona's gonna be fucking tough. Arizona's legit as fuck. Oh man,
I think Arizona's right now. If I had to call it, I would say Arizona for the Super Bowl.
They're a really balanced team.
They're a very balanced team.
I feel like they're the best threat to Cardinals. I feel it because I'm not Cardinals. I'm sorry to the Panthers, to Carolina. since the road is going to go through Carolina, we're pretty sure, damn certain. Right now, they're 14-0. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the home field throughout.
Yeah, they haven't locked it down yet, though, right?
No, and they haven't yet because there's still 2 games left, and Arizona is 12-2. So technically, if they lose 2 and Arizona wins 2, Arizona's got a possibility.
Right. So they win 1 more and they're in.
Exactly. One more, and then they've locked out home field throughout. So
I can't believe they pulled it out against the Giants. I'm still a little bit bitter about that. That's one pick that I do remember from the pick'ems that I thought was going to go the other way.
Anyways, dumb or drunk, either way.
I don't know about either. Fuck you.
But at any rate, it's going to be at Carolina. I feel like Seattle isn't going to be able to do it in Carolina. I feel like the only team that I like on the road in that situation is Arizona because they seem to be able to go on the road and have just as much success as they do at home.
Now, one problem that Arizona just ran into is Tyrann Mathieu just went on fucking IR. That is a major hit to their defense.
It is.
I don't know if it's...
We'll see, though. We'll see.
I don't know how critical it is, but that is a major loss to a very good defense.
Like you said, very good defense, so we'll see how that plays out.
Because that guy is just all over the fucking place. He's like Charles Woodson.
And his kicker is Brandon Walsh of the Giants at Minnesota. Now,
okay.
On the bench, Turtle has Jordan Matthews, Rashad Jennings, Zach Ertz, Tyler Eifert. Atlanta.
Yes, Ertz and Eifert on the bench. Who's his tight end?
He's got Benjamin Watson at tight end.
Oh.
I also keep in mind he probably hasn't adjusted for this next week. But
I'm sure he hasn't.
But so he's got Zach Ertz and Tyler Eifert. Atlanta's defense. He's got Carlos Williams of Buffalo and Javon Curse. Turtle has Gates, Alan Hearns, Danny Amendola, Sean Drawn, Tyler.
No, wait a minute. This is Jason. Jason has this.
Now, yeah, I just went over Turtle's bench players. Now I'm doing and it ended with Javon Curse. Now I'm doing Jason's.
Okay, yeah, you said Turtle.
Sorry, Turtles was Matthews, Jennings, Ertz, Eifert. Atlanta's defense, Carlos Williams, and Javon Curse.
Right.
Jason,
so this is Jason's.
Now we're doing Jason's bench player. Gates, Alan Hearns, Danny Amendola, Sean Drawn, Tyler Lockett, Denard Robinson, and Brandon Bolden. So you've got Gates at Oakland on Thursday, Alan Hearns at New Orleans, Danny Amendola at the Jets, Sean Drawn at Detroit, Tyler Lockett at home against St. Louis, Denard Robinson at New Orleans, and Brandon Bolden at New York Jets.
All right. Those are two pretty solid fucking teams. I'm not surprised to see them in the fucking Super Bowl.
Right? It's not hard to sit there and talk about him. Oh, fuck this guy. What are you doing?
The only thing I'm thinking about is Langford for Drawn. Put Drawn in for Langford.
Or Brandon Bolden?
Yeah. New England's tough because New England just signed Steven Jackson.
Yeah, they signed Steven Jackson. There's that.
So I don't know how much.
Yeah, he's not. He ain't gonna see the field. He's not even gonna suit.
The one person that I could put in is White. I could pick him up as White.
Playoffs.
That White kid from New England, he's catching a lot of balls and scoring touchdowns. So I might.
Yeah, James White.
James White, yeah.
Yeah, that might be somebody you may want to look at also. Man, this wine is really kicking in. Awesome.
Yeah, you keep mixing up names and shit, confusing everybody.
I said Bernard Bolden. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that's.
Well, and you also tried to call Jason's lineup Turtle's lineup 3 times in a row. You're like, no, Jason's lineup is this, and this is Jason's lineup.
I'm your host, ABO Alpha Supreme. Hit me up on Twitter.
We'll keep you honest. At least in the beginning, I can catch that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to have to pour this glass again because, whoo.
So, Aaron, you're the commissioner of this ESPN league. What happens? What's the championship for here? What are we playing for?
Well, you got the fucking purse. It's $120.
And?
Well, I don't know. In theory, I keep talking about buying a trophy.
Oh,
If you win it,
was.
I might. If you win it, I might go buy a trophy. We'll put it back there to cover up that Chargers shit.
There you go.
There is no Shiva. I'm sorry to say.
Thought there
Keep
was
talking
a
about
trophy
it.
already. Damn
If there was, we would hand it to Michael McCoy anyways.
it.
No, that'd be the fucking Sacco. If there was a Shiva, it would be sitting right back here because I am still technically the reigning champion of this league.
Right. For
Yeah.
one more week.
One more week away. Enjoy it.
God damn, I'm still pissed because I should technically be the winner. Fucking Andrew Luck.
Oh, was he a bust?
He fucking shitted the bed that game.
Yeah, he had a real bad game. Was he a bust? Huh? Bust?
Not that week, no. I mean that week, yes. Overall for the year, no. This year, yeah.
No, I'm just talking about last year.
No,
I'm just drawing a comparison between Odell Beckham.
He had a bad game at the wrong time.
Yeah, he did. Man, he fucked so many people. He fucked me in the other league.
Yeah.
Which is why Jason is the reigning champion in the Yahoo League.
Yeah.
I was.
How's the Yahoo League there, Jason?
I lost.
Oh.
I
You
lost.
pathetic piece of
Oh,
shit.
how the mighty have fallen.
I lost to Billy from one of my buddies. But the championship game is actually Chris, my brother, and
I had no
Billy.
Oh, and Chris has been on this podcast a time or two.
He has. So
He's a friend of Fantasy Football Fiesta, so we're rooting for him.
Do you want to go over that league?
I'm running there right now.
All right, perfect.
That one has been as frustrating as the ESPN league has been. Man, that one has been even more so.
That's
I won again. I won 113 to 84. Doesn't count. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so here we go.
I've been averaging like 115 points a week, and I'm like 4-9 or some shit.
Oh, he's going against that Stratton Oakmont guy. Okay, here we go. So, not Chris's team, Stratton Oakmont. All right. Vasilio?
His name's Billy. Just go Billy.
Billy. All right. So Billy's got Russell Wilson, Julio Jones,
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, Matt Forte, Ike Crowell, Kobe Fleener, Brandon Marshall, and that Catanzaro guy from the kicker from Arizona.
Oh yeah, that guy cost me a game real good this year.
Yeah, he's got Seattle's defense. And all right, that's his starter.
Holy shit, he had fucking Johnson on the bench.
Yeah, that's his starters currently. Chris's starters are Tyrod Taylor. So he's got T-Mobile, Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Devontae Freeman, Bilal Powell, Jordan Reed, and Alan Hearns. Josh Brown is his kicker, and he's got the New York Jets defense. Now, on the bench, right, currently on their bench, they haven't run any players. So, Billy has Andre Ellington, Owen Daniels, David Johnson, who is it? Jay Hill.
Jeremy Hill?
That's no.
No, that's Jeremy Hill is sitting there doing shit for me.
Josh Hill, tight end Josh Hill.
Josh Hill, okay, all right. Josh Hill, Fred Jackson, Jameis Winston, and St. Louis's defense. Chris's bench consists of OBJ, Javarius Buck Allen, Ryan Tannehill, Tevin Coleman, Matt Ryan, Frank Gore, and Richard Rodgers.
Yeah.
All solid teams. Who is Chris's tight end right now?
Right now, it's Jordan Reed, but he's also Rodgers, who's
pretty early on. I was talking with Chris about a trade to try to move Gronkowski over to him, but it never worked out. So I was wondering how he was looking at tight end now. But
the biggest thing about this week for this matchup is Odell Beckham Jr. is suspended, and Chris has him on his team.
But he's on the bench, so...
He's on the bench, yeah, he's on the bench.
Well, of course he's on the bench. He's a bust.
Yep.
You really want to be right like me and Jason, don't you?
I wanna be. I
Called
wanna
out
be.
Hopkins and Luck, and then you're like, fuck, I gotta be right.
No, my preseason that wasn't even like my preseason fucking whatever uh, reach pick or whatever. My preseason reach pick was Jeremy Hill was going to be the #1 running back in the league, and that was a.
Oh, did you really say that? I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, that was it. Because I was fucking hot on Jeremy Hill going in.
Yeah, he's like number 12 or 13 or 14 or something.
He's got the problem with everybody that I thought was going to be good is they all got hot around week 8 and 9, and that doesn't do no good for anybody.
He's 16th, and then Bernard is 18th.
Yeah, well, yeah, he had fumble issues, and with Bernard as a backup option, they would just be like, oh, well, take Hill out, put Bernard in. So it was easy to take Hill out, and it fucking torpedoed him. Because there's a few games that he'd be doing okay, and then he'd just fumble, and, fumbles got him.
Yep.
And it is what it is. And, so...
All right. Remember my crazy ass end of my pick? Remember I said Andrew Luck wouldn't be in the top 5 of fantasy QBs?
Yeah, which I thought was completely fucking asinine. I mean, we couldn't have foreseen an injury, but still.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what's really batshit crazy?
You're right.
Do you remember the other end of my prediction that you guys said, okay, now you're stupid?
No.
I said he wouldn't be he wouldn't even rank higher than the top 5 running backs.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah, I remember. You were like, yeah.
Guess what?
He's outside?
Yep.
Darnell's a genius.
He is in the top. He's 27th amongst quarterbacks, but running backs he's like 7th. If he was a running back with his points. Devontae Freeman, Adrian Peterson, Doug Martin, Todd Gurley, Lamar Miller, and DeAngelo Williams all have more points than Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Lamar Miller has come back with a fierceness. He was another one that completely murdered my fantasy league.
Yeah.
Good job. If anybody remembers back when we were talking about the draft, we had the fucking guy in the league that drafted Andrew Luck first overall. Not even just first round. The #1 overall pick in the ESPN league was Andrew Luck, which in hindsight kind of ended up screwing me because it probably meant that Jason got Antonio Brown and I took Marshawn Lynch. But yeah, so the Andrew Luck pick, that dude ended up 1 and shit. Has he won another one yet? I haven't looked recently, but he's 1 in 11, 1 in 12, 1 in 13.
Yeah, he liked that one for $15 for that one.
Let me look right here.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now, but he's 1 in a million.
Yeah, he was 1 in 12 on the season. Let's see if he's won anything since then.
Yeah, last time. No, yeah, he's 1 in 12 currently. So.
But that's the regular season. I don't know if he's won anything after that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Playoff bracket. Oh wow, he did win again.
Oh, did he? Oh, I just looked at the fucking.
He beat Rafael. God, Rafael's horrible.
I probably stopped paying attention.
Yeah,
I just looked over the fucking list of just points scored. Yeah. I am 5th in the league in just points scored. That's so fucking frustrating.
Actually, you know what's funny? He's won both postseason games, both consolation games.
Yeah, well.
But I mean,
people stop paying attention too, so you can't put too
much
weight
no, I'm not putting that much stock in it. I just know he got murdered during the regular season, so hats off to him. By the way, just so everyone knows at home, my wine bottle is now empty, and everything is in my cup. So
All right. Pound that shit. We haven't even got to burritos.
Nope, we're about to do that right now since we figured that out. All right. All right. Let's go with the top producers in fantasy football this week.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with where. Oh wait. Let's see what kind of burritos. You know what? Championship week. I'll do my recent favorite. You know what I really like? I like fajita burritos. They're really fucking good. I like a little bit of crunch in my thing. It's like fajita stuff, but they put in rice and fucking maybe sometimes some places put in beef, like rice, the fucking peppers and onion, and it's all grilled. You got your meat. It's fucking amazing. Sometimes I like guac to it, and it's good. And
that does sound pretty good. I don't know that I've ever had a fajita burrito. Hey, Jason, can you hear us?
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Great,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Oh,
Penalty
wow.
shot, motherfucker, for taking a phone call during the podcast.
It was Chris. He wanted to get on the podcast.
oh, let me invite him. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. But I'll take a shot. You guys take one with me for penalty shot on penalty shot.
Hold on.
All right. I'll take a penalty shot for the abysmal performance from the Denver team.
Yeah, what's up with that?
You're gonna miss the playoffs.
You know what? If you lose out and Chiefs win out, you will lose the playoffs.
That's it.
I at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Penalty shot.
I just invited Chris. I'm so.
All right. So, I mean, I don't have any answers that I don't fucking know. It's like a tale of two teams. They've been phenomenal in the first half. Everything is firing, and they don't adjust in the second half. And everything that you can imagine that could go wrong goes wrong in the second half. Guys are dropping balls. The O-line's not blocking. The run game's not going. The passing game's not going. There was a situation this week where, and this may have been called back either way, but it was called back for Denver players running onto the field during a live play. Illegal substitution. What happened? I don't know. I want to assume everybody watched it because everybody loves the Broncos and their. But
Nope.
that makes me sad. So there was a punt to Denver. The Steelers touched it. Once the Steelers touch it, there's no risk to the Denver team to touch it. So the Denver guy grabbed it and he fucking scored a touchdown. But during that run back, because the Steelers had already touched it, some of the Denver players trickled onto the field. So it was an illegal substitution, and the points came off the board. Potentially 7 points, which is pretty brutal. And we went 3 and out again when the offense came in. So
What the dumb shits are going on the field in fucking middle of a game.
it's pretty fucking bad. From my seat, it's impossible to ignore the failures at a coaching level in the second half now. It's disorganized. It's complete nonsense. Everybody will argue that I guess the Pittsburgh player was stepping out of bounds as he was touching it or something, so it would have come back anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, it's completely inexcusable. That's just a failure of focus. You're not paying close enough attention to what's going on, and I feel like that's what's going on in the second half of games. And 3 weeks in a row, we haven't scored a single point in the second half. The Chargers, we ended up winning against the Chargers. Praise be to Jeebus, but we held the Raiders to negative 12 yards in the first half and lost that game. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we went into halftime up 27-10.
About that.
Yeah, and we lost 34-27. So it has been very brutal to watch Denver football in the second half in the past month.
We call that a shit show.
Yeah, it's been really bad. So I hope that they can figure it out. We're still leading the division by 1 game, and we got 2 games to go. But man, I don't know. It's been a tale of two cities over there in Denver. Because in the first half, we look like there's absolutely nothing that could be done to beat us. Everything is firing. The offense is on fire. The defense is on fire. Everything is fucking popping, and then they go into halftime and they come out and everybody's asleep. Yeah, play that flush sound again. That's the second half of the fucking. Yeah, that's what it's been. So if they can figure that out, if they can play a full 60 minutes instead of a full 30 minutes, they can win a Super Bowl. But
let's not get crazy now. Let's not get crazy.
No, they absolutely could.
Brock's not taking them to the Super Bowl.
They could beat any team in the league with the way they play in the first half.
This is Denver walking into the stadium, into Levi Stadium for the Super Bowl.
Access denied.
Shut the fuck up. If they figure it out, they'll be great. If they don't, then we'll be right there with the Chargers waiting for our draft pick. Because that second half team, the team that shows up in the second half, doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the playoffs. So unless they figure that out, I don't know what to say.
Who do you guys play this week?
Say again?
Who do you guys play this week?
We got the Bengals at home on Monday night, and then we play the Chargers at home.
The Bengals are still trying to get a playoff spot, right?
No, they secured a playoff spot. They're still struggling for the bye.
They're looking for.
That'll be a fun game. Good luck.
Well, we got A.J. McCarron, and they're notoriously bad on Monday nights, but, I mean, who knows? The Raiders can beat us, so anybody can. It really just depends on if they can play that full 60 minutes. Because the team that I saw the first half on Sunday could absolutely beat anybody else.
If I tell you the last game of the year with the Chargers and Broncos, that's the Chargers Super Bowl right there. They will do everything in their power to make sure you don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. So
and if you guys played like you played last week and we played like we played last week, you're going to be in for quite a game.
It depends on which half we're talking about, because the first half team will obliterate you. The second half team,
it's the whole game. You got to play the whole game.
Roll it. Exactly, that's the problem. You have to play a full 60 minutes, and for the past month, since they beat the Patriots, they go into halftime thinking, "Oh, we got this," and they come out and they get fucking steamrolled. Luckily, the Chargers don't got shit, so...
This is what they're doing in the second half. They're blowing bubbles. That's all it is. Fuck the game.
Fuck yeah. Bubbles is stoked, because he's been getting blown left and right in Denver.
Good luck.
All right.
We'll see. I mean, who knows? But it's really... There is absolutely two different Denver teams right now.
Shut up! All right, back to my chicken fajita burrito.
Oh yeah, fajitas.
Fiesta award show segment. All right, top wide receivers, producers for the week 15 in the world of fantasy football in this playoff environment. Number 1, Pittsburgh, Antonio Brown, 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. Give that man a nice big fat chicken fajita burrito. Number 2, out of Denver, Emmanuel Sanders, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, 24 yards rushing. Get him
all in the first half.
Yes, get him a chicken fajita burrito, but only give him the first half of it since he didn't play the full game. All right, out of Oakland, Amari Cooper. He did 10 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did all right against our DB. Pissed me off, but whatever. Give that man a chicken fajita burrito. This man, I'm gonna give him a chicken fajita burrito with guacamole, because that's even better. The running backs, top producing running backs for the week. David DJ Johnson out of Arizona. 187 yards, 3 touchdowns, 42 yards of receiving. He killed it. Danny Woodhead, number 2, gets the chicken fajita burrito. He can just come on down because he's local. 10 yards and 1 touchdown rushing, 50 receiving and 3 receiving touchdowns. So he just kind of just hung by the goal line and was like, all right, I'll catch it. That
All
was
5'8" of them.
What's up?
All 5'8" of them.
Yep.
Sitting there scrappy.
Scrappy as a motherfucker. All right, number 3 running back for this week, Matt Forte of Chicago, 47 yards rushing, 57 yards receiving, and 1 touchdown. Get that man a chicken fajita burrito out in Chicago. Quarterbacks, these dudes balled out. Listen, in order to get a chicken fajita burrito this week, you need to score at least 5 touchdowns. At least. And well, only 5 touchdowns. I'll just say this is the 5 touchdown club. All right. So number 1, Carolina, Cam Newton. Cam. Whoa, Cam. 340 yards passing, 5 passing touchdowns, 100 yards rushing. First person to do that ever in the NFL. Listen. There is no other MVP but Cam Newton this year. I'm sorry to say, but it's Cam Newton. I don't see how anybody but Cam gets the MVP. If Cam doesn't get the MVP, it's fucking rigged and he got robbed. I'm saying that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, you like that? Kirk Cousins out of Washington, out of our state's capital. 319 yards passing, 4 touchdowns rushing, and 11 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. 4 to 5 total TDs. Number 3, out of Minnesota, Teddy Two Gloves Bridgewater, 230 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, 72 yards rushing, and a rushing TD. He gets 5 overall also. That rounds out your top 3 QBs. They get chicken fajita burritos. Good on those men. Now we're moving on to tight ends. Number 1, Jordan Reed, out of Washington, 82 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Number 2, Tennessee, Delaney Walker, 64 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, rounding out the top 3, back to Carolina, Greg Olsen, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Those are your top 3 fantasy producing tight ends. They all get chicken fajita burritos. Give it up for those men. If you have them, they did you good. You should have started them. If you didn't, you're a fucking idiot. All right. Now we're down to kickers. This is an interesting little thing here. Number 1 kicker for the week out of New England, Steven Gostkowski with 15 points. Number 2, Connor Barth in Tampa Bay with 13 points. Now we had a 4-way tie for 3rd. All these kickers got 12 points. You had out of Dallas, Dan Bailey. Green Bay, Mason Crosby. Seattle, Steven Hauschka. And out of KC, Mr. Egypt, Cairo Santos. All those guys got 12 points. Those are your kickers. If you had them, you started them, they did you good. Now down to defenses. Number 1 defense was the Chiefs. Number 2 was the Patriots. Number 3, Arizona Cardinals. They fucked up the Patriots. I'm not talking the Patriots, the Eagles. I'm going to drink because I fucked that up. Philadelphia Eagles got torched on Sunday night by the fucking Cardinals, 40-17. I did not see the video by our favorite Eagles fan, EDP445. EDP stands for Eat That Pussy. That's his YouTube name, Eat That Pussy 445.
Now we have to mark this as explicit. Thanks, Turno.
Oh, well, oh, explicit. It's fine.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you go fuck yourselves too.
It's championship week. I didn't do chips. Listen, I don't really know anybody that did egregiously bad besides Matt Castle. If you start Matt Castle, you should hang yourself anyways. Because he's not fantasy relevant. So I skipped chips because it's like, who's really?
Yeah, who cares? At this point, if you're eating chips, you're out.
Yeah, fuck it, exactly. All right, so I asked you guys before we started the show when I was prepping and dealing with other stuff. Biggest disappointments this year, NFL overall or just fantasy-wise, who the hell disappointed us this year?
Oh, I got plenty of those.
All right.
I just got to look at my fucking fantasy roster, and it is full of those motherfuckers.
Okay, name some people. Who's?
Well, shit. Let's start in my first round.
Start. You want me to start? You want to start?
Those shit. Doesn't matter. I got some ready to go. So you tell me. You're running the show.
Go for it. Go. Run it.
All right, number one, my first round draft pick in the ESPN league, which is our league of record, Marshawn Lynch. Absolutely a fucking disappointment. Injuries have been an issue, but I don't care. I drafted in the first round, and I'm expecting consistent output, and I just didn't get it. And yeah, so that guy fucking shit the bed. Over there on the Yahoo League, my first round draft pick was Jeremy Hill. Jeremy Hill, who I expected, well, I even predicted. I don't know if we talked about it when we were live or if this was before we went live, but was my preseason pick to potentially be the number one running back for the entire fucking league. Just hasn't happened. And not only has he not been the number one running back, but he has been absolutely abysmal through the first half of the season. He's picked it up a little bit towards the second half, but it was far too late for me to scramble back and win anything. So my first round draft picks in both leagues, absolute busts.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I got more if you want to go to the second round, but I'll pass it to you.
Keep going.
Shit, second round. Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller was another one that's picked it up recently, but too late to be of any use to me. It was a second round draft pick, and I think I picked him at, I don't know, number 20-ish overall. I'd have to go back and look, but he was mid-second round in a 12-man league. And yeah, he put me so far in the dumpster early on that I was just scrapping for wins and just being desperate. And I hung on to him for too long. He's one of those guys that I kind of wish would have gotten hurt, so I could have just replaced him. But I hung on, and week after week just fucking torpedoed me. Jimmy Graham. Holy shit, Jimmy fucking Graham. He was my third round pick in the Yahoo League. Mid-third round, I don't know, round pick, I don't know, 35, 40, somewhere in there. Just absolutely shit the bed and took way too long to get hurt. And fuck, just absolute disappointment. 150%. I thought that the change in system may be detrimental to him, and, you know, obviously it was, but I didn't think it would be that bad. I thought that the Seattle would kind of adjust and they'd figure out what they had and they'd start to work him in, but they just absolutely did not, and it's just been absolutely fucking ridiculous. So yeah, there's the first half of my disappointments for this year in my first half of my draft. Anybody else got anybody? Because I could keep throwing them out.
I would say the Green Bay wide receiving core was a disappointment. Nobody.
Holy shit, we got one of those motherfuckers on my list.
Devontae Adams never stepped up because he was supposed to fill Jordan Nelson. Randall Cobb was supposed to be the number one receiver. Now that Nelson was hurt, he never stepped up. Our young bucks, Janice and Montgomery, never really proved themselves. I mean, they never had a huge impact. Although Favre is, I'm not Favre. Wow, I'm drunk.
Penalty shot.
Yeah, oh shit, let me do that again. Aaron Rodgers is calling for Jared Aberdevers more, says he needs to be on the field more. So that's somebody you may want to look at as far as waivers when we get into waivers next. But he is.
Bless you.
Thanks, I'm allergic to my teams. I start talking about him, I start sneezing.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody to he may actually get some work to do, but I mean that's the only person that he's like, yeah, we need him in. He needs more field time. But like Jeff Janis didn't really produce, Ty Montgomery didn't produce. I mean, there's a lot of people in Green Bay that didn't produce.
I expected some decent shit out of Devontae Adams.
I did too, and
in fact, he was my number one receiver that I picked in the Yahoo League, and just an absolute complete disappointment.
Yeah, I would say the second half of the season for Atlanta kids are pretty bad too. Devontae Freeman seemed to fall out. Like he was killing it when they were undefeated. Then he just
but you're not picking Devontae Freeman in the first couple rounds. So if Devontae Freeman, he was a mystery surprise for you because you picked him in round 9. But
I got a disappointment for you. Peyton fucking Manning. How disappointing was that guy?
well, yeah, he performed even below what I expected. But I was telling people even before the league started, that was not a guy that you drafted for QB1.
You don't expect 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions from the dude.
Unless he got passed up as of Monday night, he is still the league leader in interceptions, and he hasn't played in 5 weeks now, something like that. Oh shit, we're about to get Tarnell to pass out.
Yep, oh man, that's a lot. I need to eat, man. This is crazy. All right,
we're about to lose our host to drunkenness. This may be fun here.
This
it's
is awesome.
about to be fun in a minute.
We got a
What's up?
The whole Broncos offense. I mean, C.J. Anderson.
C.J. Anderson has been, but he was another one that I was saying before the league started that he should have been being drafted, because he was ranked 6, 7, 8 overall. That was way too high.
You guys keep talking.
Oh God.
All right, he's gonna go get a Red Bull.
Demaryius Thomas, I think, is a bust.
Man, Demaryius Thomas has been a bust not only in fantasy, but he has been a bust in terms of actual football.
Yeah.
We re-signed that motherfucker to a 5-year? I don't know how many years, but $70 million contract with like $50 million guaranteed. And that guy is just Captain motherfucking Butterfingers. Now, stats-wise, you look at the stats and it looks okay. So you look at the stats, and if somebody starts talking shit, then they just point at the stats and like, oh, well, he's got almost 1,000 yards and, he's got 85 catches, which is pretty solid. But, man, he is dropping some fucking crucial catches. He's dropping passes in the end zone. He's dropping catches on third down for long situations where it's, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, to him 10 yards over the middle, and he's just flat out fucking dropping it. That has been absolutely excruciating to watch, and that's the kind of shit that's going on for Denver in the second half. Hopefully they can figure that shit out. They need to fucking dig down deep and figure out what the fuck is going on, but
I think the old tight end for Denver, Julius Thomas, everyone expected great things out of him in his big contract. He's coming on a little bit late. But I think
that's going to go ahead and be a penalty shot because he's not on the Broncos. So
I said he was on the Broncos.
No, you said tight end for the Broncos. Take a penalty shot, motherfucker.
And my own Melvin Gordon, running back for the
Chargers. Oh, Melvin Gordon, man. That guy has been a disappointment on a lot of levels. Yeah, that's...
I think Matt Ryan, Roddy White.
Oh, Roddy White for sure.
Tevin Coleman. I mean, the whole offense for Atlanta just sucked it up. Julio Jones is holding it down a little bit. Devontae Freeman is, but those three, terrible.
Yeah, Roddy White especially. Like, is he even on the team? Is he actually the second receiver there?
He might not be the second anymore, but he's still on the team and he's still playing.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Like, that may be my number one fucking surprise fucking shit the bed for the entire season is what has happened out of Roddy White.
Marquez Colston for New Orleans.
Well, now Marquez Colston has never been... He's never lit the fucking fantasy world on fire. He's one of those guys that has done well for a team that's doing well. The Saints, when their offense is fucking firing and they're winning games, he's catching balls. But he's never been the guy that... He's never been the Julio Jones that we just talked about, where if the team is doing badly, he's still getting his reps. He's never been that guy. So I'm not real surprised to see him, drift down the fucking rankings.
Anquan Bolden, Torrey Smith for the 49ers.
Fucking 49ers.
There's been a lot of
now Torrey Smith,
Marshawn Lynch for the Seahawks. I mean,
yeah, well that guy is on my fucking list because oh my god,
yeah.
He torpedoed me.
I'm back.
Oh shit!
Welcome back, motherfucker.
Woo!
Marshawn Lynch has been And you may owe a bit of your success to Marshawn Lynch because if shit would have rolled out a little different and that dumbass wouldn't have picked Andrew Luck, slide everything up a bit because you were picking right after me, right?
Yeah. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as far as I know, top on the board was Marshawn Lynch and then Antonio Brown.
He was high on my list, that's for sure.
Holy shit! If Marshawn Lynch would have dropped at 6 and I pick up Antonio Brown at 7, I got an entirely different season in front of me right now.
And Antonio Brown would have sucked all year because you picked him.
Well, that is entirely a possibility.
Yeah, because right now AB is the shit. I like him as far as the number one wide receiver overall, not fancy wise, but just football wise. But it's hard to get better than AB.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and that fucking dude drafting Andrew Luck may have just he may have handed you a Super Bowl and taken it away from me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm right.
Maybe not. Who knows? But holy shit.
2 wide receivers in the first 2 picks of the draft. Nobody does that shit and wins.
Well, we'll see.
You just gotta know. You just gotta know.
Hey, can you save that clip? Mark that shit down.
Which one?
What he just said. Mark that fucking time on that so we can go back and pull that out.
Oh, I will.
So if he loses the Super Bowl and it's like 2 wide receivers.
2 wide receivers. Top 2 picks. Championship.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you made the best pick at the opportune time. So it's not like I can go back and look at it and be like, "Oh, you were stupid." That was just.
I'm pretty sure you guys were talking shit about me drafting 2 receivers back to back.
No, I was and will talk shit about it, but it worked out real good for you.
Taking Andrew Luck number 1 was really. You know what's funny is how many leagues he actually went number 1 in.
Yeah.
Or 1 or 2, and it's just fucking hilarious how.
I wish I could get some stats on that.
Because man, he ended up being. Like I said, I didn't foresee the injury, but I did foresee a lackluster performance. And for me, it was I felt like they put in Andre Johnson and Frank Gore, and I was like, okay, they added pieces. It's gonna go one of 2 ways, and I kind of gambled on it. It's either gonna be fucking amazing or fucking horrible.
Yeah, and you picked the right fucking
right
side of that.
And now,
and the odds of it going fucking amazing were a lot slimmer. So
yeah.
In hindsight, you look back and you're like, yeah, I should have seen that, but I didn't. I'll admit it.
That's why I'm where I'm at and you're where you're at.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, fuck, that's funny. All right, so I did all of my what's it called? We did our disappointments. I don't have too many real big disappointments. Although I will say, well, no, I do. Did we mention Eddie Lacy as a disappointment?
No, that never came up. So bring him up.
Yeah, he's another person who should have been more than what he was. God.
He would have been, if I was drafting number 1, he would have been my number 1 overall. So
yeah,
I guess I'm glad that I wasn't, because that would have fucked me even harder.
Think about it. The only reliable Packer to really fucking draft would have been either Mason Crosby or Aaron Rodgers. Like, Richard Rodgers was up and down. He was okay, but, I mean, the tight end was there. They really need someone better at tight end.
Yeah, but you're picking him at, like, round 12 or something.
Right. There's no real like, strong dude that you can grab from them besides Aaron. It's either Aaron or Mason. But
even Aaron Rodgers, I think, was a bust of a pick because you're picking him at the end of the first round, beginning of the second, and I don't think he's performing at that level.
No, he's not. He's definitely he is another person where you pick him third. No, I don't want to say third. You start picking QB,
but you can't. He's gone by then. So
right.
What's happening is in fact, I think none of us picked him. But I think he's in the conversation, fantasy-wise, as a disappointment.
He is, because Rafael picked him at the end of the first round. He
picked him up at like 12 or something. But Rafael's also a Green Bay fan, so he would have picked him. He would have picked Aaron Rodgers number 1 overall.
Right. But okay, I was ahead of Rafael. I'm a Green Bay fan, if you couldn't tell by the stuff for those people watching on YouTube.
No, you're a Green Bay owner.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I had an opportunity to grab Rafael, and I'm a grab Rafael. Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. I had an opportunity to grab Aaron
Technically, you had both.
Just grab him.
Yeah, but I didn't. And I was like, listen, I know I can grab other positions, hire people that can produce more for me at other positions early on, because I knew later on I could grab Roethlisberger and Bortles, people like that, in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th round.
Take it easy.
But listen, you tell me Roethlisberger wasn't the right guy? I mean, Roethlisberger and Bortles have been pretty damn good this year.
No, you did well. I'm not telling you that you didn't, but I'm not. I'm saying that you weren't thinking Bortles in your first round decision.
No. That's my point. Is I was thinking Bortles later on, that he was my sleeper pick and my good bye week pick to substitute with Roethlisberger, because I expect Roethlisberger to be healthy. I expect Roethlisberger to be as injury prone as he was this year. Meanwhile, Bortles went and stepped up way more than I expected him to.
Yeah, for sure. Bortles has been amazing.
He was a delightful surprise that I grabbed later on in the draft. But as far as my first, like, say 3 to 5 picks was, my first 2 picks was like, I could grab other people. I could skip over a Rodgers, a Brady, just other people.
So right now, do you have in front of you like the season rankings? Where is Aaron Rodgers just in terms of
season?
Yeah, just in terms of this current season, where's he at in terms of fantasy overall and quarterbacks overall?
He is 6th. But
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of that came early. Because if you look at the last 4 weeks, he is like 15th or something. Hold on.
Yeah, so that kind of production, that's
5, 6, 7.
If I want number 6 production out of a quarterback, I'm looking for that in the 6th, 7th, 8th round. So that's
14, 15.
that qualifies as a pretty major disappointment fantasy-wise.
In the last 4 weeks, he's been 16th overall. In the last 4 weeks. Meanwhile, Bortles is number 3 overall in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, so I think Aaron Rodgers goes on that list as major draft disappointments.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roethlisberger's number 9 overall in the last 4 weeks. So this is what I'm saying. Is like my guys were like even good, overall. They're good the last 4 weeks. Aaron Rodgers just kind of dipped out. Like I said, a lot of that projection was those first 3 weeks.
Right.
Killing it. And like lately, he pretty much after that Denver game, he's been kind of slumping. When we were like,
so yeah, that guy's a draft disappointment. So you drafted him at the end of the first, beginning of the second.
Yeah, that's a disappointment. Definitely.
Yeah, you're fucking pissed at that. None of us happened to do it, but yeah, that guy's a disappointment.
My guy's number 5 overall, so I don't care, and I drafted him late.
Yeah, well, you fucking scored one on that. Those are the guys you're looking for. That's what you're hoping to have happen. And that's why fantasy is so fucking awesome, because nobody fucking knows going into the season how it's going to play out. So
overall, but because he was injured, he had a lot of injuries. Ben Roethlisberger is number 22 overall for the season, which isn't that bad. But considering my backup is number 3 overall, it's fine. It's just I kind of flip flop. The guy that was kind of the backup, I picked early, and the guy who was the number 1, I picked later. But it's like I didn't really think of that. And at the beginning of the season, if you would have said Blake Bortles was number 5 by QB overall, people would have fucking laughed at you. If you would have picked
Blake Bortles is having the season that I thought Teddy Bridgewater was going to have.
Right, because think about the people that are ahead of him right now: is Newton, Brady, Wilson, and Palmer. So if you would have
Palmer's another one. Palmer is another one that nobody was talking about.
Right.
I wanted to draft him late, and somebody snatched him up, but he was my number 2 guy that I wasn't talking about to anybody. But somebody snatched him ahead of me in, like, I don't know, around 8, 9, or 10, something like that.
Absolutely. So think about this. Outside of those 4 guys, if you would have said beginning of the year, Blake Bortles is going to outdo Rodgers, both Mannings, Breeze, Rivers,
And Luck.
Dalton, Luck, Roethlisberger. People would have said you were fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Think about
This
it.
is-
You outdid Flacco, Romo,
take it
Romo got
easy.
hurt. You know what I mean? Like all this, there's a lot of people out there that he did better than, and you would have been like, dude, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, like bold prediction, Blake Bortles, top 5 quarterback at the end of the year.
Yeah,
You laughed off stage.
right, exactly. You get the fuck out of here and stop smoking crack.
But
But
Hey,
also, here's the
came the fuck on. Good for him.
Hey, check this out. I need to find this paper. I'll probably find it next week so I can do it. So I remember saying what Peyton Manning was on pace for, and I remember writing it down, but it was on a loose piece of paper, so I got to find that. But right now, Peyton Manning has 2,180 yards, 9 passing touchdowns, 17 interceptions, -4 rushing yards on the year.
Did I bring it up when we were live, or was that before we went live? That he is still the number one. He's still leading the league in fucking turnovers and interceptions.
Brock Osweiler has 1,438 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 56 rushing yards, and 1 touchdown. So in less snaps, in less games, Brock Osweiler has outdone Peyton Manning. He actually has 109.04 for the year, while Manning has 106.80.
Is that the QBR or whatever?
No. That's fantasy points for the year.
Oh, okay.
For NFL Managers League. So Brock Osweiler is right above Manning.
I'm
Yeah.
not really that shocked by that, but God, the turnovers, man, the fucking turnovers from Peyton Manning. That was a surprise. I didn't
You're
see
right.
that coming.
Manning has 17 turn. This is the interceptions for the year. Manning has 17, and he hasn't played for a few weeks. Ryan,
He hasn't played for a month and a half.
fuck you, Broncos. All right,
Hey, take it easy. We're still in number 1.
that's all right. I'm drinking. Fuck you. Matt Ryan at number 2 with 15 interceptions. Blake Bortles has number 3 actually with 14. But he's counteracted because last year he had 17, but he only had 9 touchdowns. This year he's got 31 touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Blake Bortles is fucking playing fucking football, which
Blake
is awesome
Bortles-
to see.
Wait, Blake Bortles has 305 yards rushing on the year. God damn.
Homeboy can scramble.
38, 21 and through the air, 305 on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns, 31 passing touchdowns. God damn.
And it's surprising what somebody's capable of when they can believe that they can do it. You get that winner mindset, and shit starts to happen.
Right? Let's see let's look at the QB rushing leaders this year.
Oh shit! I wonder if Cam Newton is number 1.
Yes, he has 580 yards. Wilson 502. Tyrod Taylor T-Mobile 450. Alex Smith 383.
San
That's
Diego,
a little
baby.
surprising.
Alex Smith is 383 yards rushing.
Do you have Blaine Gabbert on your list?
Not yet. Aaron Rodgers 313. Blake Bortles 305. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 is Blake Bortles with rushing. Blaine Gabbert, what the? Yeah, I think he started too late to really be on that list.
That's my thought, but that guy has been surprisingly amazing in San Francisco. So I'm curious to see if you've got any stats on him at all.
I'm fine. I'm trying to look for
He's
him.
just running for his life. What's amazing about that?
That's really what's happening.
I don't think so. I think the dude's fairly legit. I don't know. It's hard for me to
He
say.
must be drunk.
And that may be a system, but remember, that's who Blake Bortles kicked out of Jacksonville. Remember, that's where.
Right, but Blake Bortles is showing himself to be better than Blaine Gabbert, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Blaine Gabbert is a fucking shit pile. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see him doing well, and it seems like he's doing well. Every time I fucking turn over there, I see like Blake Bortles running plays. It's like, oh, look it, he's doing a Kaepernick.
Check out these rushing touchdowns real quick. Rushing touchdowns. Newton at 7, Cousins at 5, Winston at 5, Brady at 3, Bridgewater 3, Flacco 3, Taylor 3, Dalton 3, Mariota 2, Bortles 2, Fitzpatrick 2, Alex Smith 2, and everyone else who has one has 1. Interesting there.
A little bit.
Looking for Blaine Gabbert. Where's Blaine Gabbert?
You don't gotta dig too deep. I was just curious if you had him there.
I don't know.
The problem with him is he started halfway through the year, but he's been surprisingly great in San Francisco. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him making a fucking Blaine Gabbert. May be a guy that you draft when you're looking at next year's draft. He may be somebody, assuming that San Francisco keeps him as their number 1. He may be somebody that you look to draft towards your, 10, 11, 12 round.
So Blaine Gabbert has 1452 on the yards, 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 169 on the ground, and 1 touchdown on the ground.
Does it say how many games he's played? Because it's only been like
I'll look at it now. Look, because you'll be able to tell straight where he had 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games.
Sounds pretty legit. Like you parse that out over an entire season. If he can do that over an entire season, suddenly he's in the conversation for holy shit. Where did this guy come from?
He's got only 12 points behind Kaepernick, who did the rest of the year.
Right. So and Kaepernick was fucking hot garbage. That guy was a piece of shit.
But he was hard garbage, but he had 3 games where he really fucking produced.
He had a few, but yeah.
He had 3. He had 3 games where it's like, okay, he had a game where he was 10, another game he was 5, 10, 4, 5, and 9. His other games were 30, 24.78, and 26.60. It's like when he was on, he was fucking on. But other than that, he was either hot garbage or fucking cold garbage.
Well said, sir. I'm just saying, like, what I'm looking at right now is Blaine Gabbert may be that guy. He may be the Blake Bortles next year. So put him in the back of your mind and draft him in your 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th round when everybody's picked up their QB1s. Blaine Gabbert has shown himself to be fairly adequate in San Francisco, so keep an eye on him.
Yeah, and one thing frustrating for me is that Blake Bortles is no longer a secret.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
you gotta find the next guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, God damn it, he's not a secret anymore. That was my sleeper that no one fucking knew about. And now I have him in all leagues. And now it's like, I don't know. He may fucking get snuffed out from me.
Right, but what I'm saying is Gabbert may be that next guy. So throw him in the back of your mind, keep an eye, and we'll see.
All right, quick. Should we worry about waivers? Or we were going with handcuffs?
Nah, we're fucking done with waivers.
All right, fuck waivers.
I told you my 2 waivers that I'm doing. That's all that matters.
All right. So let's go into a little bit of quick love here, some sponsorship love, and then we'll go into bold predictions and weekly pick'ems. All right, fantasy lovers, daily fantasy sports fans, we're talking DraftKings, as we always do. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com, America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Long commitments, play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Over $1 billion will be won at DraftKings.com this year, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code Fiesta to play for free. That's Fiesta, Fiesta, for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Do not forget to go to our page, FantasyFootballFiesta.com. Go to the support link. And you can click on the Patreon link and become a Fantasy Football patron. You could not say F the patronage, and I want to go to I just want to shop. I'm gonna help these guys out by shopping. I know I helped us out by shopping. I use our Amazon link a little bit on my Christmas list. I went and shopped some Amazon, went through there, clicked on our link, and I did some Christmas shopping through Amazon. So I did that. You can do it too, and who cares if it's Christmas? You can do that throughout the year and just go to Fantasy Football Fiesta support link, click on the Amazon link, and then start your shopping, and there you go. And you're supporting us, bringing you more fantasy football goodness. Also, go to our YouTube page, Fantasy Football Fiesta, and you go to the page. There should be a little tip jar there. It should be a place where you could go and support us, kind of like Patreon, and that's good, all good. And we appreciate you. We love you for it, and we'll put all that earnings into production for next year. And yeah, that's our sponsorship love. So now we're on to bold predictions.
Bold predictions.
Oh, shit.
So last week in our bold predictions, Aaron said that the Dolphins would have zero offensive. No, not Dolphins. Wow, I'm really drunk. That Pittsburgh. I'm getting you guys confused. Jesus, I need to take another drink. Pittsburgh would have zero offensive touchdowns against the Denver Broncos.
It was almost good through the first half.
It wasn't. And that was dead wrong.
Fuck you.
Dead wrong.
Dead wrong.
So Team Eric can go take a nice shot right now.
Go fuck themselves.
Oh, that's hurtful.
Go fuck yourself, Team Aaron. That's right.
God damn it, I'm already faded. This is not good going into pick'ems.
Down the hatch. You're faded. You have no idea what's going on over here on this side of
Oh,
the...
shit, I ran out of booze.
Oh, shit.
Well, don't worry. That's your only coupon there.
Everybody go to our Patreon link and send me more booze.
Yeah, basically. Listen, go buy something at Amazon right now that will get there in time for Christmas, or even a late Christmas present is fine. Find that Christmas over. It shows up on the 26th, 27th, 28th, and boom, it's like late Christmas all over again. Go buy something. Go to Amazon. Go to FantasyFootballFiesta.com, support link, Amazon. Buy yourself something and hook us up so Aaron isn't sober next week. That's what we need. All right. So that was that bold prediction. Second bold prediction. Jason.
Hell yeah.
Gordon will have more points than Lamar Miller. Gordon had 4.7 points, which is why I dropped his ass, because that's another person that's been a disappointment this year. Fucking Melvin Gordon. God damn, he didn't do shit. But Lamar Miller was shittier than Melvin Gordon. 2.4 points. Jason doesn't need to take a shot. Jason was right. What a good
motherfucker. You're all taking shots for that.
Now, fuck that. I'm not taking a shot. I'm not drinking for that. Number 3. Me, your host, with the most them at this point. Tarnell's bold prediction last week. I'll talk about myself in the third person. Mason Crosby will have more points than Latavius Murray. Mason Crosby, if you didn't hear in our burrito section of rewards, had 12 points. Latavius Murray only had 8 points. I was right. Crosby, the kicker, beat out the running back for the Oakland Raiders. 12-8. I was right. I don't got to drink anymore. Woo!
Aaron's taking a shot because we got it right and he got it wrong.
He's the only one that didn't know what the hell he was talking about. It's funny, for those that don't know, and you probably, why would you? My dad is a Raiders fan, and he told me Where was it? He said. Let's go back. Let's go with the tape or the text message.
I was gonna say the tape.
There's no tape. It's just a text message. Come on. I love my dad, but he's a Raiders fan, so I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to say to him.
It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate.
I'm going to. He says next. It looks like we'll be kicking a little ass later on. Green Bay Packers ass that is. I said, I feel you may be going senile. I worry about you. So of course, he says, all right, forget about the game, and he asks about what his grandkids want for Christmas. That's his response to that. So yes, Raider Nation, Packers beat you, and I make no bones about it. I'm happy. F you guys. Crosby made more fancy points than Latavius Murray. I was right. Don't have to drink. So now we go on to bold predictions for this week, and I have no idea what the hell to say because I am gone.
That's always the first step to realize when you know where you're going.
Oh man, let's see here.
I'm gonna go in a stupid direction.
No.
I got one.
Wait.
Shut.
First, Aaron's going in a dumb direction. All right.
Hey, how about you, for one, both of y'all eat a dick. For two, write it down. Antonio Gates catches 2 touchdowns.
That's not bold.
How is that not bold?
Gates dominates. First of all, Gates dominates the Raiders, so that's not bold.
Has Antonio Gates caught 2 touchdowns in a game all year long?
Yes. And he dominates the Raiders. He probably did.
God damn it. Fuck you guys.
3 touchdowns, and that's bold.
2 touchdowns and 100 yards.
Nope.
You know what's funny?
2 touchdowns comes with 100 yards.
No, I will
No,
take
it
2
doesn't.
touchdowns and 100
Fuck
yards.
off.
No. 2 touchdowns and 100 yards is fine because he had 2 games this year that he caught 2 touchdowns in, but he has yet to get 100 yards. So that's.
All right, so that'll be my own Antonio Gates, 100 yards, 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown?
1 touchdown and 100 yards receiving.
You just said 2.
Yeah, but Tarnell just talked me out of it.
That's not bold. Stick with 2.
It hasn't happened all year long.
It's not bold.
It's pretty fucking bold.
Oh, hold on. I'll let you know if that's bold or not. Hold on.
And this is in Oakland, right?
Yep.
All right.
Let's see.
It's a bold prediction. Fuck you guys.
No.
Count it and move on.
I will say, let's see.
100 yards receiving and 1 touchdown hasn't been done all year long. It's bold.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I think that's. I'm not for sure if it's. It's only been done once that he's done that, so that's bold. That counts.
Yep. Mark it.
1 touchdown.
1 touchdown and 100 yards receiving.
Gates.
All right, you ready for?
I know how dumb Aaron is on Thursday.
Yeah, I know. You ready for mine?
Sure, shoot.
A.J. McCarron is going to have more fantasy points than Brock Osweiler.
That's dumb. Mark it.
Put it on the board. In Denver.
Brock Osweiler still got me damn near 30 points on fucking Sunday. Even playing only half a game.
Oh, drunk writing is fun.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, so is drunk picking. He just picked a quarterback against the fucking Broncos defense. So
Yeah.
I'll take Jason 10-1 on that one.
What?
You would die, so it doesn't matter.
I feel pretty good that I'm not the one dying.
Alright.
No yawning, you motherfucker.
What?
You heard me.
Did you say something?
Hey, as long as he's not passing out, we're good.
Take it easy. Quit taking a shit on the gong.
Hey, I'll take a shit where I please. Alright. Alright, and damn it, now I need a bold prediction. I don't know what the hell to do.
Of course.
Listen, I'm probably the most gone out of all of you. I'm a whole bottle of wine by myself.
Oh, I've done that easily. I had a whole bottle of wine by 6.
Find one in the Packers-Cardinals game.
Oh, God. That's,
Aaron Rodgers doubles, or no,
No.
Carson Palmer doubles Aaron Rodgers' points.
Arizona's wide receivers score more points than Green Bay's wide receivers.
that's not a bold prediction. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? That's not bold.
They only have one receiver, maybe two.
Yeah, they've got a couple that'll do that. No, that's not bold. It's because
This is what frustrates me to no end with Jason in the Super Bowl, because he doesn't have any fucking idea.
Oh yeah, you know.
well, here's the problem is I don't know.
Arizona has no wide receivers. They all suck.
No, that's not true.
God, dude, no, it's not true, motherfucker. He's like, oh, what? I got Antonio Brown and Calvin Johnson, so obviously there's no other fucking wide receivers in the league.
Mhm.
Do something based on
What?
those two. Antonio Brown plus Calvin Johnson combined to get less than 20 points.
I'm not going with that one. All right. Shit. It has to be in that game.
No,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but that's the easiest place to pick one.
and it's a good game.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. That's going to be game of the week, and that's going to be fucking tough.
Yeah, I don't know. Green Bay's not that good.
Those two, and then Bengals.
10-4. Fuck you.
Hey,
10
we're 10-4 and we suck, so fuck you.
10-4 versus 12-2 is a game of the week. So eat a dick. I just know that Cardinals have a tough defense and you have a pretty potent offense, and they're at home. So it's like that's a tough matchup. I know. That's a horrible one to pick out of because Arizona's defense is so staunch. Oh man. Oh God.
Oh, this is fun, dead
Aaron
air.
Rodgers will have 10 more points than Carson Palmer. Which is bold because our fucking DBs, our defensive backs, our defense isn't really stopping anybody. You don't like that one or what?
That's good. Good one.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Good one, drunk.
I was busy looking up the fucking Bengals record, and it's one worse than the Cardinals, so I'll allow it.
Then Carson. I can't even write. This is fucking amazing. All right.
You should learn to be drunk better.
Fuck you. All right. So now we're going on to our weekly pick'ems.
Pick 'em!
Done with this shit. All right. God damn, it's so late.
I went undefeated, of course.
All you and
Oh, I'm sure you did.
be happy that we're keeping you occupied. All right. So this is how shit went down. Aaron, you picked Bucks at Rams. Me and Aaron picked the Bucks. Jason picked the Rams. We were fucking wrong. He was right.
Say it again, baby. Say it again.
Yeah. Giants and Panthers. Aaron was an idiot picking the Giants.
Take it easy. That could have gone the other way real easy.
Jason were correct. I'm picking the Panthers.
Do-do-do.
Cam Newton and company are rolling.
The kicker was on his game. So
Whatever. Bills at Redskins. You two were fucking idiots. I was right. Redskins won. Texans at Colts. We all picked the Texans. We were right. Pack at Raiders. We all picked the Pack. We were right.
Barely.
Dolphins at Chargers. Me and Aaron were idiots. We picked the Dolphins. Idiots. We were. Jason was miraculous. Somehow the Chargers actually found a way to win and realized who the fuck they were. They won. Assholes. All right.
I think they're really an NFL team. Let's be real here.
Oh yeah.
Broncos at Steelers. Aaron's a fucking idiot and picked the Broncos. And me and Jason were geniuses and we picked the Steelers.
Whoop, whoop.
Lions at Saints. I was the only idiot that picked the Saints at home. I actually had faith in them. Aaron and Jason were smarter than me. They picked the Lions, so they were right on that. I was wrong. For the week, Aaron was 3-5. I was 5-3. Jason was 7-1.
What?
Oh, nice work, Jason.
Damn right.
About
So-
time you picked some right shit.
Overall, Aaron 62-58. Jason 56-64. I 57-63. So now we're going on to this week in fantasy. Oh, not fantasy.
Pick'ems.
Pick'ems. I guess we're doing it. Well, yeah. This is the fucking Thursday night game is your game, Jason. So looks like we are starting off with Chargers at Raiders.
Since the Chargers are going to win the next two games, the last two games, we're going to go ahead and go with the Chargers.
Oh, I really fucked up typing that.
All right, I am going to go on record picking the Raiders.
Oh,
Really?
God. You are an idiot.
You are a dick sucker.
You
Yes.
complain about me saying
Suck
this.
one cock.
No. I love how
Yes, you are.
now we gotta go call this explicit. Now he's like, hey, you're a dick sucker. Oh, all right.
No, we already crossed the explicit line. So
Okay.
Jason is a sucker of dicks, and Tarnell is.
Chargers at Raiders. What do I pick here?
Come on, Tarnell. Don't be dumb.
Oh. Chargers, since you picked me wrong.
There we go.
You guys are probably right because winning is just gonna fucking run the Chargers.
I like this one. I'm
Got that?
in there. Redskins at Eagles.
Aaron, go ahead.
I'll take the Eagles in that one.
Pick the Eagles. I'm picking Redskins.
I'm
House.
taking Kirk Cousins and the Redskins.
All right. Me and Jason are smart.
Yeah.
Aaron seems to be a fucking idiot. All right. Let's see.
Take
what
it
we got.
easy.
Easy.
What?
Easy.
Bears at Bucks. What's up with that? Oh wait, do we want to do 49ers at Lions? I don't know. Fuck that. No. Bears at Bucks.
Bears at Bucks.
I will go Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bucks on that one.
I will put Aaron down for Bears.
No, I'm taking the Bucks on that one.
All right.
I keep regretting taking the Bucks though, so it's reluctant.
Colts at Dolphins.
God damn. Do the Colts even have a quarterback anymore?
Oh,
Halfback's
that's
still
right.
playing.
Charlie Whitehurst.
Yeah, halfback's playing, isn't he?
Hasselbeck got hurt, and they put in Charlie Whitehurst. I don't know who's going in right now. I don't know who's next in that contest. Fuck, hold on. Let me see here something here.
That's cheating.
You know what? 1, 2, 3.
This is how you know Tarnell's not cheating, is he doesn't have this shit ready to go.
No, he's looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Well, you thought I was cheating? What? I
Well,
have.
that's what the Twitter says. So
I
the
have-
Twitter's all like, Tarnell's a cheater.
I haven't checked for Tom, sir. Okay. Do we want to do Colts at Dolphins or Patriots at Jets?
Patriots at Jets.
All right, fuck that one then. All right, let's go.
Damn.
Dude.
Turnout can't make a decision, and suddenly he just erases the game completely. Hashtag cheater.
I asked, listen, I defer to you, you fucks. How could I cheat if I defer to you?
I'm just saying, hashtag cheater.
I think the
Follow
Jets
us
are
on
gonna win.
Instagram.
I think Jets are going to win this game, too.
You think Jets?
Yeah.
All
God
right.
damn it, I hate you. What do you think, Tarnell?
I think I can't type because I just put JWTS. So that's,
Jets will terrible suck. You pick the Patriots.
I just picked the Patriots. Hold on. I gotta reverse the fucking O and the D. Then I put a bunch of fucking backslashes. Hold on.
I like the Jets to win too, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Jets for.
I went and picked the Patriots. So let's see that one. All right. Next up. All right, we got 4 games left. Let's do this. All right. Dun. All right. Next is Jaguars at Saints.
I like the Jags.
Hold on. Jaguars. Oh Jesus Christ! I can't spell for shit.
But make sure you pronounce it right. Jaguars, not Jaguars.
Jaguars. All right, you got the Jaguars. I love these guys. I'm liking these guys this year. I'm picking the Jaguars to bounce back. Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck did I type?
I don't know. We can't see your shit. You're crazy.
It's fucking bad. It's really bad. Hold on. I gotta make sure I type this right. All right, U is before the A. All right. Jaguars. How say you, Jason? Me and Aaron have the Jaguars. What do you got? The Saints?
I'm going with the Jags because I want them to make it out.
All right, so Jason picked the Saints. Let's move on.
All right. Let's see here. What's next here on the agenda?
He's always a big Saints fan.
I am.
Oh, fuck. I got to do this one because it's my team, but I don't feel right about this one. Packers at... Oh, Jesus Christ. That's horrible.
God, you can't even say
Oh,
it.
my God. What? Oh, Jesus, man. If you guys could see me typing right now, you'd laugh your asses off. I can't even type. At Cardinals. Call it Cardinals? God damn, this is the worst spelling job ever. Cardinals? Cardinals. Alright, Cardinals, there we go. I will pick the Packers only because I gotta pick my team. I can't pick against my team.
Mm-mm. Then you'd have to find a new
I
team.
don't have much faith in us, but I feel like I gotta go with my squad. What's up?
Aaron?
Cardinals.
Damn it.
You're an asshole. Why do you have no faith in us?
Because I'm not a Packers fan.
Oh, you're a piece of shit. Alright.
Well, I was gonna go.
Talk in the world we are on the afternoon game.
I'm gonna go with the Packers just so I can catch up to Aaron.
Oh my God, I can't even spell fucking Cardinals anymore.
I can't even spell it sober, so it's fine.
Cardinals. I had like
Cardinals K.
It was barely fucking English what I put down. All right, here we go. Giants at Vikings. You fucks.
Who?
Giants at Vikings.
Ugh.
Your turn to go first, stupid Jason.
Stupid Jason. Let's see what we got here. We are gonna go with. Oh no, Odell Beckham. That's
No.
Minnesota. That's Minnesota.
Right?
That's Adrian Peterson. All 30 years of him, and the Minnesota Vikings.
I want to say I'm so conflicted because I want to say that too, and it makes sense. But then I have this feeling that Eli Manning's gonna lose his goddamn mind, and they're gonna fucking beat them. Like I feel if I pick the Vikings, they're gonna fuck me on this. Aaron, what do you say?
I say I want to know what you say.
You're a piece of shit. All right. Oh, let me think. Oh God, Giants like no Odell Beckham. Because it seems so obvious that no Odell Beckham means they're gonna go south. But that makes me feel like they're gonna fucking do something amazing. I'm going my gut. I'm going Giants.
I'm going Vikings.
What?
There goes the dumb shit.
No, this is my drunk intuition going.
Intuition.
Drunk tuition.
That's right.
Hashtag that.
Oh, no. God damn it.
6 minutes left on my eBay.
I am trying so hard to type this correctly. All right. Bengals at Broncos. Who has?
Broncos.
You're picking the Bengals.
Gold.
Picking the Bengals. Going against this team.
Shut the fuck up.
AJ McCarron and the Bengals, bitch.
Aaron is picking the Broncos
Aaron's picking.
to win this game.
Of the Broncos.
Aaron's not even picking a team. He's picking his guy on IR. He's picking Peyton Manning.
Yes.
He's not on IR.
Oh, fuck you. I'm drunk, so he is.
Aaron wants to suck his cock. Little wee wee. Come here, little bitten.
Man, this is horrible. All right. Broncos, Bengals. Oh, you pick Bengals. What do I pick?
You pick the Broncos. Don't be dumb.
Remember, he
Listen.
said he's not a Green Bay fan. Remember that.
Right. You don't know what's going on in my head right now. Dumb is pretty much dominating right now. Dumb is ruling. Because part of me says maybe this is a game that Bengals bounce back and actually have a good game in prime time.
All right, well, just pick your dumb pick and let's move on.
They
Turno
suck.
picks the Bengals.
Here's the problem is, what if you know what has me leaves me with no faith? What we've been talking about earlier is the Broncos shitting the bed in the second half,
Yeah, they do that.
and that makes me nervous.
You should be. If you're nervous, I'm nervous. I gotta take a piss, so hurry up.
Oh fuck, Bengals or Broncos?
Bengals. Bengals. Bengals.
Jason takes the Bengals.
And
Tarnell, smart. Tarnell picks Bengals. Put it on the board.
I'm going Bengals.
You just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I fucking did.
Oh, Jesus.
Aaron needs to do that for all his picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. So, as we have it, Aaron is picking Raiders, Eagles, Bucks, Jets, Jaguars, Cardinals, Vikings, Broncos. Jason, Chargers, Redskins, Bucks, Jets, Jaguars, Packers, Vikings, Bengals. I am picking Chargers, Redskins, Bucks, Patriots, Jaguars, Packers, Giants, Bengals. Wait a minute.
I think we're identical, Tarnell.
What?
I think we're identical. Our picks are identical.
No, we're not. We have two that are different. The Jets and Patriots we were wrong. We're wrong. We're different. And Vikings Giants were different.
Wrong.
But other than that, we're pretty much on point. And I feel like I'm going to go 8-0 this week. All right.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. Amazing. That's all saved. This is great. All right. So what the fuck? All right. So this is me.
So that's it. We finished the podcast.
Championship week, bitches. I'll be ready, waiting for my trophy.
So, championship week. Good luck to you, Jason. Good luck to all of you that are in the Super Bowl. The rest of you, we're all like, fuck it, unless you're getting money. Oh, actually, so my coworker Dan is.
Nobody cares about Dan.
No one does care about Dan. But he's in that dumb 16-team league with touchdown only, $250 buy-in. He got snuffed out by Matthew Stafford, so he would have been in the money, but Matthew Stafford scored too many touchdowns, which fucked him. Shout out to him. Fuck you in your face. This is what you get for being in a dumb league. You should be in a league with production, and I can give you better advice. I don't know what to say with touchdown only. That's fucking insane. But yeah. So until next week, we've got 2 shows left. We're going to do a show on the 29th, next week, next Tuesday, which happens to be your host's birthday.
Oh, that's right. Way to get old.
So there's going to be a birthday podcast for me, which is going to be the same podcast as always, just, me drinking.
But with cake.
Maybe I'll have some cake. And then we'll do one which is going to be on, I want to say January 5th is the week after week 17.
Yeah.
And that'll be our last podcast.
No, we have to have a Super Bowl podcast.
What? Are we gonna podcast for the pilot? Are we podcasting for the playoffs?
Well, we could podcast for the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
Well then
Well, it becomes less of a fantasy one, but we could do it.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna after we're done. I'm gonna start compilating everything that's I'm gonna throw up a best of. I'm just gonna throw shit together, and after shit's done, we're gonna have a best of fantasy football fiesta, and it should be fun. I'm sure a lot of this episode will be on there because
you're a mess.
You almost passed out.
Oh, it's weird because
I think you actually did at one point.
Possibly, but I did take a little bit of fiber energy when I went on break.
I went on break.
Well, I had you guys talking amongst yourselves when I left. What a good host. I'm like, you guys just talk. I'm going to fucking leave.
In your old age, you had to take a little snoozer.
Yeah, it was not that long. Listen,
the fiesta and the fiesta.
I'm almost done with this fucking drink, too. It's fucking great.
It's good
One
shit.
more bottle of wine in an hour or 2 hours. That's good. All right. So, that's it for week 16 preview, episode 18. For Jason and Tarnell. Oh, wow, Jason Tarnell. Fuck Aaron. Aaron's not a part of this. Fuck him. Fuck that Broncos fan. For Jason and Aaron, I am Tarnell. We will see you next week. We will be here. We are out. Fantasy Football Fiesta!
Peace.
Peace.